The people in Bariga and Banana Island, they are under the same government. It's hard to be rich. It's also hard life to be poor. Choose your
Exactly.
hand. Learn to work under a bad government.
These are hard truths,
Yeah.
sir. How are we going to swallow these pills?
Apply pressure. It's either your life is under pressure or you apply pressure to avoid your life being under pressure. When you see anybody under pressure, it's because they can't afford to pay the price to apply pressure. It's been rough. It's been hard. I used to borrow money, take loan to pay rent. For the young creatives, have the willpower. You may not say, I don't have capital. I didn't have capital too. All it takes for anybody to become anything is not money. It's just the will to do it. If things are not working, it's because you are not working the way you should be working. So work works. Be disciplined enough to stay the course. It's only a matter of time. I have studied why people fail. It's because the last deal you did not deliver. So it's either I'm not going to call you again and I can't recommend you.
Good day, everyone. You're welcome to Live Up Podcast. My name is Adun Favor Adesuwa, and I'm excited to have you join us here today. Our guest for today is such an interesting one. He's an internationally acclaimed artist, educator, and scholar. He's a lecturer at the University of Lagos and also served as a visiting professor at Missouri State University, United States. He's widely known and recognized for his striking impasto painting and his thought-provoking portraiture. With over 2 decades of artistic practice, numerous international exhibitions, and works featured in different collections around the world, is committed to contributing to contemporary African art and also mentoring the next generation of artists. Please join me as I welcome Dr. Bolaji Ogunwo. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure at the Life Up today, and I'm sure we're going to have a great time.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much, sir. So yes, I just want you to take us back to how you started your creative journey. Was there a time as a kid where you looked at a painting or probably a drawing and you thought to yourself, oh, this is what I want to do in my life? What was it like?
Yeah, let me start like this. Growing up was hard. It was hard, it was tough, and we attended a public school. We have to walk to school. I'm number 2 of 6 children. And we were having an English class. I think I need to pin into this encounter. The name of the teacher was Mr. James. I've always loved creating stuffs, but I didn't plan to study art. I wanted to study political science. There's this narrative that if you are in art class, is it that mass comm, political science? If you are in science class, you study medicine. So I had political science, and that year was 1995. So he was teaching English language, tenses, and somehow he digressed. He said, not everybody should study accounting, the big, courses, as it were, that if you can draw, you can study art. And he told someone to study art, that the person heeded that instruction and is doing well today. And that was it. That was, in quote, the prophecy. And right then, that very day, I had in my hand a JAM form we were to fill. And someone mentioned to me, said, art, that take Uniben, they are very good in art. If you go there, you will learn and all of that. And I picked art, Uniben, and the rest was history. So I've always loved growing up, drawing, painting, just creating something. I had a penchant. At times people say passion. It's not passion. It's when you start, you find passion. A penchant may be an interest to just do
Okay.
that. And from what Mr. James said, I'm still looking for him. I can't find him.
Yeah.
From what he said, I took to it, and I think I didn't make a mistake.
Amazing. So it kind of allayed your fears and just, helped you and gave you the encouragement that you need to focus on that, which was already in you. Okay, so much. Thank you so much, sir, for that. My next question is, what does your creative process look like? Do you just sit down and think, oh, I want to paint this, or I need to be in a serene environment, need to listen to a sort of music? What does it look like from start to finish? How do you get your inspiration? Because I saw some of your works and I was wow, this looks like reality. This looks like something that is alive, right? So I'm wondering, what is your creative process like?
I paint whatever I see around me that speaks to me. I'll give you an example. One of my paintings that got sold in an exhibition in Chicago was a painting of the choir in my church.
Wow.
Yeah. The choir was singing, and I looked at them and I took several pictures. Some of my paintings, ideas that I see, I painted today before I came here.
Wow.
What I painted today is a painting I noticed in the United States. I've been there for some time this year. I noticed they put wreath on their doors for decoration. Wreath here is what we put on graveyard during, but they have a flowery round wreath that they keep on doors. And I took picture of it, and that's what I'm painting. And I've been studying it to say, okay, why are they using this? They said he's saying welcome. It's just to, bring people into the house. So wherever I go, when I sit down at the airport, I'm studying movement. I'm looking at the environment. What can I take away from here? So since I got in here, I've been looking around. I have. And when I look behind, that's why I asked him to take that picture. This background is beautiful.
Wow, thank you, sir.
So that is what sparks my creativity. I just want to come across visually to show what is going on in my head. And my art, the essence of my art is just to add value. And when you come in contact with my art, just like you said, I want to stir joy. I want to change that mood. You see that my canvas is brilliant. My colors are rich. I think so. I think there's something different from in what I do. There's a difference on the palette, on the colors, to just add brightness to people, because people are going through a lot.
Yes,
globally. So I want to stir up, and like I always share, my father told me that his father told him that life is hard. But I said, my children will not tell their children what my father told me. His father told him that I will hand them a better life than the one I was handed. And I'm not an architect. I'm not into oil and gas. So the only thing I know how to do is art. And I made up my mind that I will do it to that point that it will solve the problem I was handed. And I think it's doing that. So that's what stirs me. I just want to paint, not just for money, but for meaning. Because at times people work for money. No, you don't find money. But when you do whatever you are doing to produce meaning, meaning will command value that is even more than money. Meaning will bring you relationships, because there are doors only relationships can open. Through this art, by God's grace, I've seen people and I've been places.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. It means that to you, art is not just for art's sake. Because I remember when I was in school, we always used to have that debate, art sakeism, and artists should just be able to.
No. My art solves problems. So I'm a solution provider, and I'll give you examples. A a company, I think it's ExxonMobil. Yeah, they want to visit. They plan to visit the presidency in Abuja. And what do you want to take to the presidency? Is it a flat screen TV? Is it what? Is it clothing? No,
they can't afford.
Yeah. So, and part of it is that they plan to get in front of the presidency what they do.
Yeah.
So they commissioned me to paint, one of their, facilities, some of the things they use for their exploration. And I did that in Impasto. And that was what, they handed to the presidency.
Amazing.
And by the time the thing got online and got to the United States, they said that the president gave my art because of course the party, the ExxonMobil people were on this side, the president was on this side. So I said, whether it's the president giving it to them or they are the one giving it to the president, my assignment is that I've been able to solve that problem, and this is very key for everybody. What problem are you solving? You can't be broke, you can't be poor if you are solving a problem. Coca-Cola is solving problem. Whatever, any service or good is intended to serve. But people look at art as maybe just an ornament hanging on the wall. No, it's more than an ornament hanging on the wall. It's a visual narrative. It's how you weigh into conversations that are all around, going in the world. So for me, I see art as a tool to solve problems, to make commentaries. Like I said, that my children will not tell their children what my father told me, that life is hard. And by God's grace, this art has taken them to places. While I was growing up, I used to see on TV.
Amazing. I like how you talk about hard solving problems, because I think from personal experience, though I'm not a painter and I'm not really into that, but I think the times when I've gone for something like a sip and paint or there's just this joy and satisfaction that comes from that process. Like, I don't know where it comes from, but there's just this joy. I remember a particular time I went for a program. Prior to the time I went to the program, I was kind of gloomy, down. There were a lot of things going on in my mind. I was in so much pain, but I was just trying to max and just be fine. But at the time when we began to paint, I don't know what came upon me. I don't know if you can explain that in detail. What happens? What's that thing that kind of like about art that kind of like lifts your spirit?
Yes, it is because art would allow you travel inward and let out what is inside. It helps you. That is why at times when people are depressed or people that that need therapy, they recommend art for them. Because now the joy is that they handed you a blank canvas, and in 30 minutes or an hour you are seeing something produced by you. And so it's rewarding. You can see it, and in that process, it is a process. So the process of that creativity is removing, the burden is giving you that joy. It's just a big relief that you can really find a substitute for.
Actually.
And that is why I'm so, now I can say I'm passionate now. Because this is what I do. This is what I teach. This is what I live. And to the glory of God, I can see I've stayed the course. And the reward is here. So when people say, an international artist, a global artist, well, it doesn't get to me because I know there's still more ground to cover. But I think God has helped us. And the secret is just one thing, is the burning desire. Burning desire to stay the course. when even it doesn't make sense. Even my wife said she didn't plan to marry an artist because artists. You are not. Yeah, you are not sure. But this same art has taken all of us to Heathrow, London, Manchester, amazing. Piccadilly, Houston, Texas, places with this art. So you can see the joy, the joy in the process of creating it, and the reward, the joy that the proceed, the reward. Visibility, people. When I mean people, by the grace of God, through this art, I've had an handshake with Dangote. I know people. I know people that. So this art has got me in front of the people that are already in the front. So I can't ask for more.
Thank you so much, sir. It means that this work for you has been profitable. Not just profitable, it has also been meaningful. So you kind of find some form of fulfillment in it. Absolutely. I can actually feel the fulfillment from you. Like just listening to how you are talking about it just shows that you have satisfaction. There's this satisfaction you have in what you are doing, and it's amazing. So my next question for you, I know you spoke about the fact that you get your inspiration from things that you see. However, I've always heard artists talk about the creative block, right? So I don't know if you ever experienced that, since you're a visual person. So, and if you experience that, how do you come out from it?
I've heard, my student, I'm a professor, I teach art, so, my student at times, I've heard people say creative block and all of that. Maybe because of my process, that really happens to me. If I'm walking, if I'm painting, there's always a Bluetooth speaker at the corner.
Music.
So there's always music, and as the music is coming, that is, if I say part of my inspiration, I say what I see around me, that's also my major inspiration. The Bluetooth speaker is right there. At times, I hire Dunsi Oyeko. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Baruch Hashem Madonna. And Theophilus Sunday too. And I'm not paying them.
You can't run out of inspiration. You definitely can.
It keeps me. But however, when people have, creative block, just stop, just move away from there. I don't stay in studio 2/4/7. I do other things, of course. I'm a pastor, I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a lecturer. I do guest speaking, I host events. So why I think people may have creative block is when they are just condensed and the only thing they want to do, it becomes boring at some point. They need to take a break. I travel. I go for, we do holidays with families. Move around. So I'm not, it has not happened to me because there's a balance. I believe it will happen if there's no balance, if you are just stuck in there or you are no longer enjoying what you are doing. I enjoy what I'm doing. If you enjoy what you are doing, if it gives you joy, like you said the other time, it leaves no room for any blockage. The road is just wide open, and you just create an atmosphere. You see, everything in life is atmosphere dependent. So that, creative block or whatsoever it is called, is atmosphere dependent. When the atmosphere is toxic, when it's choked, when you have too much, it is a mental health issue. We just have too much going on upstairs.
Too many tabs are open.
Too many tabs are open, including rent. At times there are issues, family issues.
You won't be able to.
You won't be able to. So so it gets in the way of the cognitive space, and at that point in time, you can't just think through. And once you can't think through, you can't create anything. You can't. The ideas will not flow. But for me, I up front, I ensure there's nothing. At times, people think I'm careless or I don't. No, it's just there are certain things will take care of themselves. There are things there's nothing you can do about it.
You can't do anything about it. Just let it go.
If there's no light, you can't go and climb pole. And you just know that this is what it is. So understanding that's why the Bible says, in all thy getting, get understanding. If you have an understanding of how things work, you just get things done seamlessly.
All right. Okay, thank you so much for that, sir. My next question, I just want to talk about you personally. I want you to tell us, outside of being Dr. Bolaji Ogunwo that everybody knows, who are you? Just tell us about you, like your values, the things that drives you. Let's just get to know you on a more personal level.
Yeah, I have a penchant for excellence in everything. In everything. People said I can be funny, maybe or not. I'm just I love work. Yeah. I think at times I tell some of my mentees, I said, the thing I'm asking you to do is what I can do. I'm just telling you to do it. In at times they give excuse. One said, it's raining. If you want to work with me, you have to work. Yeah. So it's not. It's just my wiring. When I see people who love to get things done.
Yes.
And I'll tell you a story. 1962. So this is not me now, and I think this is very apt. I told my 400 level student yesterday. 1962, J.F. Kennedy asked a simple question. He said, what does it take to go to the moon? Because he said before the end of this decade, before 1970, he wants
to go to the moon. Okay.
And Werner von Braun is a German, an astronaut, gave a simple answer. And I think this is what I do. And I think this is what everybody, if you do this, if you follow this prescription, number one, it's only a matter of time, you can never be poor. So Werner von Braun answered, gave a 5-word, a phrase answer. He said, what does it take to go to the moon? He said, the will to do it.
The will to do it.
The will to do it. And everywhere was silent. You know, the journalists were there. It was the age of typewriter. They were waiting for list of, 3 pages list. And the next day, without any budget, without any plan ahead, they started.
Wow.
The will to do it. So I think I have the will to do art. That's why I'm here. If the will, all it takes for anybody to become anything is not money. It's just the will to do it. There's a book, Think and Grow Rich. Like you're asking what I do. I like reading books. I've read few books. And it's not just because I'm a scholar, no. There are people that have been here. I want to know how things work. Yeah. Because our training growing up is that if things are good, it's God. If it's not, it's the devil.
Yeah.
But there's someone in between you.
Which is you.
Who determines who gets the upper hand or who takes more space. Is it God or devil? Because at times we make it look as if that this devil was designed for Nigeria or Africa. Because when you travel abroad, you see how things work.
Are working.
So I have that willpower to get things done. And if you're around me, You can't be lazy.
You contact.
No, yeah.
The energy is contagious.
Yes, it's contagious. So I don't tolerate. My wife will complain at times that take it easy.
There's no room for mediocrity.
Yeah, I have zero tolerance for mediocrity. A straight line. That's why when I got in there, I looked around. A straight line must be a straight line. A curve must be a perfect curve. It shouldn't look like it. It should be it. At times when I go to some places, I see the POP is not straight. I say, I see the AC, the installed AC and it's bent. I say, are you as here? It's just. So I have a standard, not just because I want to have a standard. It's just who I have become. It's about becoming. They asked Michael Jordan, they said, why don't you coach? He said no. That because the players cannot tolerate his standard. Yeah, that he would because he wants, in the morning you have to train for 3 hours. It's hard.
Yeah.
So I love family.
Oh, you're family man.
To a fault. I love family. I have 2 boys. We stayed together. We
Amazing.
travel. This time last year, all of us were in the United States for holiday. I love God. I love the things of God. It's primary for me. It's primary. God, family, then art. I love my art. I carry my art with pride. And it's working for me.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
because people just look down and say you're an artist. So the things I do are things people look down on before. If you say you're an artist, they say you're a pastor. I say,
How are you making money? You're going to be poor. That's
so
the idea.
That's the idea, that those two people functioning in those places should be poor. But by God's grace, as I'm carrying my art, when I was in Chicago, I was preaching in Grace Tabernacle RCCG. In New York, I was preaching. In Missouri, I was preaching. Went to London, Ontario, Canada to preach by God's grace. So these 2 areas, and as I was preaching, I was having exhibition by the side. So I carried the ministry and the art,
the career, everything,
and family, and God has helped us. So I'm just someone who believes in work. So when I hear pastors say, God can send you money, how? No, you work. So I don't expect God to send somebody to come and give me a car. If I need a car, I will work for it, and I will go there rather than sitting down and praying. So, and that is what I preach. Don't think God will. There's something you need to do for God to do what He needs to do. So for me, it's art. Ecclesiastes 9:10 say, whatever your hand finds to do. So that is Bolaji Ogunwo.
Amazing. So Dr. Bolaji Ogunwo is a man of excellence. He's a family man. He's a man that loves God. He's an educator. Amazing. Thank you so much, sir, for that. So my next question is, what habits have contributed to your success over the years? I know you've been doing this for a long time. So if there's like someone who wants to grow in your space that is watching this now, what habits would you say? And when you talk about excellence too, sometimes I personally think that it's not something that just jumps at you. So that's why I'm asking, what habits contributed to the results that you have today?
Yeah, it's just one word: continue. Because 2 things is either you continue or you collapse. Those are the C's. You choose your C's. Continue or collapse. Excuse or execution. So you choose your E. So my E is execution. Execution, I have zero tolerance for excuses. I just get it done. And I think that has been working for me. And I'll give you examples. A client called me, said, Bolaji, I need you to frame these works for me. And I need it in 2 days. If you deliver it, I'll give you a bonus. I called the person that would do it. He said, their machine. I said, my friend, will you get this thing done? Somehow, I got it done. Sent him. I doubled the bill. Sent it to him. And he doubled what I doubled.
Amazing.
Yeah. The problem I have, like I've been having issues with some artisans around me, those who paint house, my carpenter. I've been telling them the same thing over and over. You want to do something for you, send it to them. They will be calling you for money. Immediately you send the money, they won't even acknowledge the money. And bring this thing tomorrow. They'll say, no problem. They are not showing up tomorrow. They are not calling you.
No feedback.
Yeah. So I have studied why people fail. And I know. It's because the last deal you did not deliver. So is it that I'm not going to call you again and I can't recommend you? It's by God's grace, but I tell you, I'm here today based on the premise of recommendation. Because they know that I would deliver. A client called me, said they needed a painting, and that painting has to be on a plane to Abuja by 11 o'clock tomorrow. By 9 o'clock, I make sure it's in their hand. So, for me, that is, on Sunday, I delivered the painting in Banana Island. On Monday, I sent the painting to Port Harcourt. Today, I need to send 3 or 4 pictures to somebody in London. So when I'm mentioning places like this, some people say, hey,
I don't want to do this like this.
No. Can you apply pressure? You see, 2 things here. It's either your life is under pressure or you apply pressure to avoid your life being under pressure. Yeah. When you see anybody under pressure, it's because they can't afford to pay the price to apply pressure. So I apply pressure. I do more. Yet today, I have a client that I sent her. This is how I apply pressure. If you give me a job now and I tell you 2 weeks, if I want to ensure that I'm not going to give you an excuse. I will tell you that work will be ready tomorrow.
Wow.
That is after a week. I give you a timeline that will keep me on my toes.
Under pressure, yeah.
That is the pressure. Rather than now being under. So what I do is I try to reproduce at least 32 hours in 24. Yeah.
That means you do a lot of work.
I do a lot of work when I need to work. I sleep too. When it's time to sleep. Yeah. So there has to be a balance. Yeah. I sleep. When they would say, you need to sleep for 8 hours for your mental health. You can't sleep for 8 hours. Because if you are 60, if you sleep for 8 hours, it means that you have slept for 15 hours of your life. So what's remaining? So, and because I know that in the next 20 years, I won't have this energy. Yeah. In the next 20 years, this does. So I work on myself, then I also work on my job. I work on mentally. So that when opportunity comes, I'm sharp enough to cut through. To cut through Heathrow, London. To cut through Manchester Piccadilly. To cut through O'Hare Airport. So what people should do is to be prepared. So let me close with this quote. Be prepared, don't be ready. If you are ready, you are late. So I'm prepared. I'm prepared. If you call me now, this night, if I want to travel to the United States, I'm prepared. If I want to travel to Canada, I'm prepared. So be prepared. Don't wait till something is now required. You are now looking for it. Or if you call me now, I just bought over 20 frames kept it there. So that somebody calls me to say, oh, we need this painting. It's a gift of our MD that's retiring tomorrow. Can it be delivered before 4 o'clock? The answer is yes. If you call me now, do you have a painting of us running, horses, Doba and all of that? The answer is always yes. Can you show me the picture? I said, can I do that tomorrow? I said yes. Between now and tomorrow, I will show him something.
That takes a high level of discipline. No?
That is a word. No, that exactly. You have just, everything I've been saying is just discipline. So when you see people who perhaps they have the skill, but they are not doing too well, it's because, and at times you find someone with twice your discipline, twice your skill, but half
your discipline.
Your discipline.
Yeah.
So it's discipline. So once you are disciplined, and that discipline is self-imposed. I was telling my final year student, they'll be writing exam next month. I said, you are going. By this time, in 2 months' time, nobody's asking you for assignment. There's you are just on your own. And I asked them, are you aware you're somebody's parent? That very soon somebody will say daddy, and that will be you. Somebody will say mommy, and that will be you. Then what kind of daddy? What kind of mommy? So you see, what we call generational curse in code is just excuses that people are passing down. Excuses, you just blame government, you blame family, you blame friends. But for me, I ensure that I try not to owe people anything. Owe them explanations. That is excuses. So I execute against all odds. Most times it's not convenient. Somebody gave me a job. You don't tell me we don't have light in our area. It's common knowledge that there's no light. So I ensure that because when you solve your own problem, it is then you can solve problems for others.
Yes.
So, like I said, it's about problem solving. I ensure that I solve my problems. I don't give you an excuse to ruin, because when you disappoint people, you ruin their event, you ruin their day, then you ruin your chance.
And even your reputation.
You ruin your reputation. You ruin your integrity. And everything that I sell is on integrity. So this age and time, I brought a painting back from Chicago. Somebody commissioned me to do. I've never seen him. And he paid in full. But he must have seen something.
He must have seen something.
He must have seen
heard
something. So if there's anything, discipline, the secret to success, number 1 is discipline. Number 2 is discipline. Number 3 is discipline.
All right. Thank you so much for that, sir. Of course, I think you mentioned discipline. You also mentioned execution.
Yeah.
Not giving yourself an excuse. Take it hard on yourself and get things done. All right. So I have a follow-up question to that, because, many people always complain about the kind of, economy and country we find ourselves in, how that, especially in the creative world, how that the economy doesn't just balances things out and kind of makes it difficult for you to, do some things, right? So what would you say, looking at the situation of Nigeria, to an artist that want to build something that replicates what you have built for yourself? What would you say to them when they give an excuse about the economy and the country they find themselves in?
Yeah, I told my final year student, there's a course we call entrepreneurship. As a part of what you need to do is to learn to work under a bad government. Yeah.
These are hard truths, sir. How are we going to swallow these pills?
You have to work, and you see, it's been bad for a very long time, and I will establish that. 1981, Aliko Dangote, that's the richest black individual.
Yeah, in Africa.
I've studied him. Just as much as I've studied other great men, but at least something that is from here. Aliko Dangote, in 1977, his uncle Sanusi Dantata handed him 500,000 naira. So the Dangote you are seeing today started with 500,000 in 1977. And in 1981, he incorporated Dangote Group. At this point in time, it was importing rice, sugar, and cement. And it began to build. And at the point, it went from importing to production. Same Nigeria. Now watch this. That was 1981. In 1983, I think February 28, 1983, there was a song that was released by Dr. Victor Olaiya. The song says, Iluleo Kosowo Lode. That country is hard. Now watch the trajectory. 1981 Dangote Group. 1983 that song was released. So it tells you that it's been difficult. People have been complaining about government as at that era. Now, 1981 till date is 45 years.
And it's still doing well.
So Dangote is the richest individual. Because of discipline. He stayed there. No, I don't. When I see people making, commentaries and all of that, I said no. I won't join this party. Because is this same, the people in Bariga and Banana Island, they are under the same government. Yeah.
Choose your.
You just choose your. So it's hard to be rich. It's also hard life to be poor. Choose your hard.
Exactly.
So as a creative, if it's only a matter of time, it's just that people want. It's not microwave. I've been here. As at 1997 is when I went to University of Benin. And since then, I've been doing this. So when people ask me, how long does it take you to produce a painting? I say, it has taken me over 30 years. Because if I'm doing this painting in 2 or 3 days, I'm compressing my 30 years experience into producing it. So you are not paying, because at times they want to look at that if you can do this in 2 or 3 days, why do I pay you 1 million or 2 million for it? Because that person too won't make 1 million or 2 million in one day. But no, this is not the canvas I'm selling to you. I'm selling my experience. I'm selling those days. It's been rough. It's been hard. I know how many of us graduated from school, and I know maybe 2 or 3 of us that are still in this game. Because it's difficult to get by. So when at times you won't have, I used to borrow money, take loan to pay rent. I post NYSC, I couldn't even rent a house. But discipline, you see, we keep going back to.
Yeah.
Discipline that is staying the course.
Yes. That's the word.
Yeah. So this Dangote you are seeing today is in 45th chapter. That's what it's reading. It's 45 years. Then somebody say, "Velo be Dangote, velo be Adenunga." They are singing song. No, you can't. It's not going to happen.
Get to work.
Get to work. So it's staying the course. So for the young creatives, and I tell you, it's even a better time now. There's never been, from statistics, there's never been more millionaires in the world than this moment. Now we have a trillionaire in dollars. As we are celebrating June 12th here, Democracy Day, Elon Musk was named the first trillionaire ever in dollars. Why? What is it doing? What does Elon Musk have? The will to do it. The will. So the will finds a way. So for the young creatives, have the willpower. You may not say, I don't have capital. I didn't have capital too. I didn't have anybody to help me. It's just a waste of time to say you are waiting for the government. No, you are also a government. I'm also a government. I will just make do with whatever is available. I try not to blame anybody. So if I'm doing well, by God's grace, I'm grateful. If things are not working, I'm not looking around to blame somebody for not doing something, and that is what is affecting me. You know up front that there is no power here.
Yeah.
There's no power here. So you having that background knowledge should just drive you. So you have to. There's a quote that even dirty water can grow a plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. So it's dirty here. It's not. There's there's nothing. Even dirty water can. So once you have the will to do it, you have content creator. That young man, his name is Samuel Animashan. They call him Brother Shaggy.
Yeah.
I taught him painting.
Wow.
He studied art, and he found somehow. So there are patterns. There are people that are doing what you are doing, but don't. Now a content creator now that is starting now wants to be like Brother Shaggy. Brother Shaggy left. He finished 2016. This is his 10th year after school, and you are just leaving school and you want to blow, because in this space we don't blow, we grow.
Exactly.
So grow. For creatives, prepare to grow and wait for your time, and when that time comes, you get the visibility you are looking for.
Thank you so much, sir. I love that you said we don't blow, we grow. Because
we grow.
This generation, we Gen Zs, everybody's just looking for the next big thing. What am I going to do? I just want to blow. But it just takes staying the course growing, just waiting. Stay in that thing that you are doing and ensure that you do not give up on it. Yes, sir. So, sir, it's been an inspiring time with you, like generally. I just want to ask this last question. Well, your paintings are not going to disappear, though. Yeah. But yes, if all your paintings were to disappear today, what would you hope people remember about you? Yeah. I know that, the fact that art is something that transcends, and even after, somebody's time on earth, art is something that is still alive. You get, I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Yeah. It's still alive, it's still breathing. But then I was just asking that question in context of what you would hope that people remember you for.
Yeah, I will be remembered. I say this all the time, because that is a very a truth that there's nothing you can do about it. That I remember having having an interview here. I said, in 100 years from now, I was in West Plains, Missouri. That 100 years from now, I won't be here. Yeah. But these paintings will be here. Exactly. I've always known that we are here on assignment. I've been to Paris. I was there last year, and I saw Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa was painted in 1505 by Leonardo da Vinci. I didn't know we didn't meet Leonardo da Vinci, but we can see, we can see his painting. So mine is that when years to come, when the history of this country will be written, through my works, they will find that despite the narratives of lack, hunger, at this moment, there's a level of affluence that maybe didn't spread across, because my kind of paintings are not commonplace. Because the paint that I will use to paint one can paint 20 with brush. Wow. And that's the Pareto's principle, the 80-20 principle. So I will be remembered for someone who believed in a cause and went after it and gave it everything, to see to it that I added color to life than I met it. Yeah. And for me, that is the memory, the legacy I want to leave behind. I want to leave a legacy of work. Walk, and work. That is my WWW. It's walk, and work. Because only work works. Only work works. So people, if things are not working, it's because you are not working the way you should be working. So work works. It's only a matter of time. You stay there. I close with the story of is one of the richest Chinese. His name is Jack Ma.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Jack Ma He failed, I think, in elementary school twice. In high school, whether 3 times. He applied 10 times to Harvard University. Now, tell you about discipline and staying the course. 10 times to Harvard University, they sent him 10
failures.
10 failures.
Wow.
He stayed there. Now, watch this. When KFC came to China, 24 people applied to KFC. They employed 23. Only Jack Ma.
Wow.
He said, let me join the police force.
What is happening?
5 people applied to join police force. They employed 4. Only Jack Ma. Now, if Jack Ma was Nigerian,
he will go for deliverance.
they will go for deliverance. But he stayed the course. Disciplined. I don't even know if he's a Christian. But he kept at it. He eventually landed a job of $12 as a teacher. Work. He kept. Then he went to the United States and found internet. Internet just came. And they tried to check if there's any Chinese bear online. None. Then he created China's first website. And today, Jack Ma, Alibaba.com.
Wow, yeah.
It's a multi-billion investment. One thing, is it luck? No.
No, definitely not.
It's work. So disciplined enough that because life will always hand you disappointment. It will always come. It will always come. But if this is not working, it doesn't mean the next one will not. So if Jack Ma had stopped at a point that, this police, how can 24 people applied? They employed 23.
Yeah,
so they call him that is unemployable.
Wow.
Now, because they said he's unemployable now, he has over 30,000 employees.
Can you imagine?
In Alibaba. So my lesson, the takeaway for the creatives, for everyone, listening, be disciplined enough to stay the course. It's only a matter of time. If you stay there long enough, it's going to happen just like it happened for Jack Ma, just like it happened for Aliko Dangote. So they are not lucky. By 10th April next year, Aliko Mohammed Dangote will be 70. He started from when he was 20. Yeah. Doing what he wants to do. Stay the course. Disciplined enough. And today, of course,
his ways.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. It's been an educative one, inspiring, learning from you, learning about discipline, about staying the course, about consistency. It's been an amazing time. Like, I have lots of things in my mind. I think I need to take my notepad to just drop 1 or 2. Thank you so much, sir, for coming. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope you've learned a lot. Yes, till we see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.